Yo, my people, man, it's your boy Njies in the building. We got Lupe Fiasco in the building. And it's funny that we're doing this right here because this came out 3 days ago. It took me a while to get to it. But a song literally came out like yesterday or day before, whatever, basically after this one. And I literally reacted to them back to back. But I reacted to Swiss. Swiss is a UK artist, and if I'm not mistaken, he's always been hip-hop as well. And he's been around since the early 2000s or whatever. But realistically, he hasn't dropped in a while. Even when he was quote-unquote active, I don't think he was dropping as much because his catalog isn't like absolutely massive. But in terms of the whole feud between Joyner Lucas and man like Skepta and kind of like all the artists that have kind of dropped within the UK as well, the track that man like Swiss dropped has probably been the most hip-hop track of the most hip-hop track out of all of them. And he called out some names. Lupe Fiasco was one of them. He called out Sci-Hi. Papoose got he mentioned a couple of people. And like I said, the track was hip-hop and that, bro. Even mentioned Notorious B.I.G. and all of that type of stuff. So it made sense to why he called out people like Lupe Fiasco and that, bro. Because like I said, with all the IEs, the internet idiots and that, bro, and who each side or whatever would kind of like elect to represent their countries or whatever. Obviously, you have the bait names like your J. Cole, your Kendrick Lamar's, but your Lupe Fiascos, your Sci-Hi's, your King Lowe's, all of that type of stuff. Those are the type of guys as well and that, bro. You get me? Silent assassins. You get me? But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Getting jazzy with it.
Place to be, yeah, feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing to it.
It's been a while, Lupe, man. Show me something. There we go. There we go. Old school hip hop.
Late. Who say mobsters don't prosper? I foresee a place and time monumental, like they making dimes, like Wilhelmina. I foresee like it's Mason Mines on the MIC, like I be making mines. All it take is spine, like a snake design, just to take your time and wait in line, like my latest rhyme. It produces like a muse, but reduces like it's made of wine. In the face of shine, made it out the latest bind in the shape of crime. I can't take it like it's made of swine.
Yo, how dare he choose a beat this elegant, but also go this disgustingly as well and that, bro. He's tarnishing the beat. This is a clean beat. A man like Lupe Fiasco is making it dirty by how disgusting and layered these, bro. 48 seconds in that, bro. 48 and 20 of them was him literally just introing the track and that, bro, chatting about absolute, just, you know what I'm saying, just vibing and that, bro. But what land?
Separate the weak from the opposite.
The snake skin designer, make you wait in line and that, bro. You get me the diamonds with the mine, what like the mic, like, bro.
Place and time monumental, like they making dimes, like Wilhelmina. I foresee like it's Mason Mines on the MIC, like I be making mines.
The flip, the double was crazy.
Like it's Mason Mines on the MIC, like I be making mines. All it take is spine, like a snake design, just to take your time and wait in line, like my latest rhyme. It produces like a muse, but reduces like it's made of wine. In the face of shine, made it out the latest bind in the shape of crime. I can't take it like it's made of swine, but can't break it like an agent mind without the torture. Water boy
can't break it like an agent's mind and that, bro. Like, listen, man. And I always love bars that are kind of gun barry or kind of like relating to like that type of genre of film or series and that, fam. You get me? And agents and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, not gonna lie though, in terms of like this is kind of random thought, but in terms of if you talk about all the different people that engage in war and violence and that, bro, I feel like in terms of the most unbreakable mind has to be like a samurai. It's got to be, I can't lie, it might be the Asian man and that, you know what I'm saying? The mythical Asian man. Because I can't lie, think of every single culture to ever exist and that, bro. Bring it into the 2025 and that is just watered down, bro. You get me? Every single culture is taking a hit. You know what I'm saying? Every single culture is taking a hit, but old school and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Samurais, all of that, monks. I'm not really into the monk culture and don't know why I go on, so I don't know if their culture's been watered down. But everyone's cultures, I feel like, has been watered down to some degree, bro. But if you're talking about like strong minds and that and all that type of stuff, samurais, monks, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a random thought.
In the face of shine, made it out the latest bind in the shape of crime. I can't take it like it's made of swine, but can't break it like an agent mind without the torture. Waterboarded till it turn into reporter. Uber mentioned 10, I treat these sneakers like a tour bus. And we walk the streets like they assure of us. The wishing well failed, just watch the poor come pick the quarters up.
But this is literally what we did and that, bro. Like the amount of miles I've walked in my lifetime and that, bro. If I had a flipping stat sheet and I will somehow be able to find out how many miles I've walked in that, bro. Fam, I guarantee you, there's probably no one I know in my lifetime that's walked more than me. And I'm talking people even older than me, bro. Do you know how many times I've eaten my flipping school bus money and I've had to walk, bro? Do you know how many miles I've walked in my life and that, bro? There was once upon a time in school or whatever, I was walking to school in the morning. One of the kids was like, oh, yo, can I borrow your money and I'll give it back to you at the end of school? Don't know why I did it. Gave him the money anyway. End of school came. Obviously didn't get my money. Bruv, I don't even know the distance that I walked in that. Just know, bro, school finishes at like 2, 3. I got home at 8 flipping clock, bro. My mom was scared to death. I literally walked in the house. I didn't get a beating. She didn't shout at me. She was just crying at the table and just hugged me, bro. When you get that type of reaction from your parents when you've done something wrong or you're in, bruv, that's when you know when that, bruv, they just care about your safety. That's it and that, bruv. When the beating goes out the window, yeah, when the talking to, all of that goes out the window and they just hug you and they're just happy you're safe and that, bro, that's when you know they're really worried, bro. That's when you really know they were worried in that, fam. So that's whole scheme there and that, bro. Shoes like a sneakers like a tour bus and that, bro, roaming around the city, like, you get me? That's literally what we were doing as kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
I treat these sneakers like a tour bus, and we walk the streets like they are sure of us. The wishing well failed, just watch the poor come pick the quarters up. And why be satisfied with quarters they be counting, they be...
I like the way he's connecting it and that, bro. You get me? The sneakers, the tour bus, walked around the streets and that, bro. But obviously where we come from isn't a place where you say like the upper echelon, high class living that, bro. So the fact that the wishing well failed and that, bro, the poor came and picked out the coin, like, bro. You know what I said, bro? Yeah, he's connecting them in terms of rap wise, but he's connecting them in also life wise as well, which is like an underlying meaning if you're following it. You get me? Which is called
these sneakers like a tour bus, and we walk the streets like they are sure of us. The wishing well failed, just watch the poor come pick the quarters up. And why be satisfied with quarters they be counting? They be wishing more fools to come put quarters in the fountain I foresee. Like I live next door to 4B, gonna be hardcore like the next war, my sword see.
Bruv, I wish I knew, yeah, like construction terms and that, bruv. But whatever construction method in terms of using bricks and that, bruv, and how you make them like the most compact method of layering bricks together, making it the most sturdy structure, that's exactly what this verse is right here and that, bruv. Especially that little section with the whole wishing well and that, bruv. And just how life is a cycle, bro. And that's exactly what that verse was right there. It's just a cycle, you get me? Of the same thing just occurring again and again and again and again, you get me? And no matter what part of life you're in and that, bro, it's literally just a cycle, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Quarters up. And why be satisfied with quarters they be counting? They be wishing more fools to come put quarters in the fountain I foresee. Like I live next door to 4B, gonna be hardcore like the next war, my sword see.
I was also meant to say as well, this was recommended by a man like E to the IP as well. You know what I mean? It's because I went on the whole tangent on Swiss and all of that type of stuff and that, bro. Long member of the channel and that, you get me? There's certain names that I see. There's even a couple names around this whole beef as well. I've seen some names who were like here from the start that I've seen pop up again and that, bro. I'm like, yo, it's good to see like the familiar names and profile pics and all of that, you get me? So shout out to everyone and that, bro, that's been a part of the community for a while.
In the fountain I foresee, like I live next door to 4B, gonna be hardcore like the next war, my sword see. Try to lock me out like I'm Jason Voorhees, I just use my sword as the door key.
And listen to literally what he's saying and that we've been doing this for a while, all of that type of stuff, while also showing the figures of legendary, what do you call it, hip-hop artists and that in the background, you get me? Like, it's just the simplicity with Lupe, man. That's what's so cold about him, fam. And you can tell that with the lyricism, you know, there's certain guys in that, bro, to think of the craziest double entendre, bro, they have to use all their brain power. You can tell with man like Lupe Fiasco, this is just second nature, bro. It's just second nature.
My sword as the door key,
By the way, who is this? Because it looks like Young M.A., but I don't think it's Young M.A. Who the hell is this? Who is this? It looks like Young M.A., but I don't think it's Young M.A., bro. Because I can't be. I could be wrong though. Shout out Outcast, man. I forgot about the Nas Jim Jones diss track as well. I'm going to have to get to that.
Flip it upside down.
This is what. UNITY.
Precious carved large.
That name I say why that's for unity. Shout out flipping Queen flipping it teeth. Oh my days. She has a series called Equalizer. It's one of them ones I wouldn't really recommend it. It's more so like have it in the background, all of that type of stuff. Realistically, yeah, you know what's so good about Equalizer is the fight scenes, bro. The fight scenes are proper. But in terms of the storyline, is very like kiddish, you know what I'm saying? Learn your lesson, da. You get me in that, bro. But obviously because of Queen Latifah, and then also because I kind of like just like the cast as well. So it's one of them ones in that, bro, where it's not necessarily you sit down and watch this only and you only watch that, bro. It's kind of like have it in the background. You're doing some work and that, put it on, you get me? But it's more so just respecting Queen Latifah, and then I just grew to like the cast as well. You get me in that, fam, you know what I mean? But it's not like one of the craziest series of all time, da. But shout out to Queen Latifah and that, fam, you know what I'm saying? I can't even lie to you. UNITY,
Molecular, precious carved large habits in a savage. I mismanaged like a credit card. America.
Hold on, I forgot. You see, I'm so concentrated and just dialed into that. It's like I forgot that I was listening to greatness, bro. Listen.
Molecular, precious carved large habits in a savage. I mismanaged like a credit.
It's the fact that he said substance over style, then he goes into molecular, like.
Go flip it upside down. Molecular, precious carved large habits in a savage. I mismanaged like a credit card. America's expression.
I mismanaged like a credit card. Put that to Black America. Even me, bro, I fell into that trap. This PC that's sitting right here, that's fueling all of this, I got it in 2020 and that, bro. Now, anytime I buy something, I do thorough research. Back then and that, bro, I was just starting off, you get me? I was just gassed to start YouTube and that, bro, that I went and did it, mashed up my credit. We're getting there now, though. We're actually in a very good spot right now. I was actually surprised how quickly I actually built up my credit. Crazy to me and that, bro, to the point where I was thinking, nah, the app that I'm using has to be fake and that, because there's no way I've got it up to where I've got it up to in such a short space of time and that, bro. But we got there though, you know what I mean? So shout out to man like I'm about to say shout out to man like Lupe Fiasco, shout out to him, but it's like I lost my train of thought. But when you think of literally Black America and when it comes to debt and all of that type of stuff, like it's them simple bars and that, bro, but they're so layered, bro. They're so layered, especially continuing that he's talking about our community and that, bro. You get me? Where the resources and the materials might not be the most and that, bro, but what comes out of it and that, bro, is, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the people, what they possess, the talent they possess, you know what I'm saying, the minds and all of that type of stuff. You get me? Like I always say, you don't need money to be great, bro. You don't need money to be great. All you need to do is be great and the money will come with that greatness. You know, I said, chat to me, man.
Okay.
Philosophy Njies in the building.
Molecular, precious carved large habits in a savage. I mismanaged like a credit card. America's expressions all in my reflections like a van.
But American Express though, bro, like, you know, I said, bro, the thing's layered though,
mismanaged
man.
like a credit card. America's expressions all in my reflections like a vampire night. My fans keep the campfire high. I tell stories.
Yeah, man, like Eve to the IP, always keeping me updated and that, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, Lupe just dropped that just dropped,
like a vampire night. My fans keep the campfire high. I tell stories like Mary I flaws, though a poker vis-a-vis how I carry mine's forth. V's flock of flames, piff hot as a rocket chains. Drop the proper relics to spell it like Dr. Strange.
Yo, I don't even need to know what Chang's is. I don't even need to, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he said wok and then chat, like I already know Chinese restaurant, like, you know what I'm saying? Probably one of the hottest spots on the block, like, you know what I mean? And that, bro. And that's what I love about rap and that, bro. A lot of it is if you know type of thing, and you need to know certain things to catch certain bars, but at the same time, if the artist is good enough, they can give you certain hints to just bring everything together, you know what I mean? And if you concentrate.
Block of flames, piff hot as a rocket chains. Drop the proper relics to spell it like Dr. Strange. The rumor that runs like a
drop the proper relics and it's just Doctor Strange and the whole world that he lived in and that, bro, and how certain things like the ring he uses and all of that type of stuff, like it's the connections that he makes, bro. It's so cold.
Get chains, drop the proper relics to spell it like Dr. Strange. The rumor that runs like a puma throughout the Uma that we still believe in humans. Gotta have hunger when you under to go from junior to humongous in the dunya and get your hibiscus and petunia way before you have your funa. Abbreviated for the dopery. My poetry don't deserve flowers, deserves potpourri. Word to dough burger off the poetry to stop the sting like a broken bee. Runaways versus overseas. We still believe in humans, gotta have hunger. younger when you under to go from junior to humongous in the dunya and get your hibiscus and petunia way before you have your funeral. Abbreviated for the dopery. My poetry don't deserve flowers, deserves potpourri. Word to dough burger off the poetry to stop the sting like a broken bee. Runaways versus overseas.
It's the way he uses words and then breaks it down into multiple ways. Because you can take poetry and then flip poetry a multitude of times, or you can take poetry and then just flip it how he did just there.
My poetry don't deserve flowers, deserves potpourri. Word to dough burger off the poetry to stop the sting.
Off the poetry, like, you know what I'm saying? And that, bro, like, you can there flip the word, or you can take the word and then flip it in terms of dissecting it. And like, bro, man, like, listen, fam, I'm telling you, bro, when it comes to these type of verses and that, is surgical, bro. Like, we're getting surgical with it and that, fam. You know how surgeons have to be with the knife, and you might go into a certain place where the human eye can't see, or, you know what I mean? So you have to take a camera, and now you get me, just how attentive you have to be in that, bro. Is it attentive or attentive? Whatever, bro. Attentive. How careful you have to be in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly like a Lupe verse in that, bro. You get me? Dissection, bro.
Deserve flowers, deserves potpourri. Word to dough burger off the poetry to stop the sting like a broken bee. Runaways versus overseas. We've been doing this for a while.
Shout out to the pro, man.
Down the bass like I'm gal. We gon' flip it upside down. Cause we be putting substance over style for real. Without the substance, I feel incomplete. Like Taekwondo without the feet. Typing wrong without the lead. Michael Corleone without the seat or the street.
And I like the cadence changes as well and that, bro. You get me? He's using different flows, different cadences and that, bro, different styles. I like that.
We gon' flip it upside down. Cause we be putting substance over style.
They're reminiscent of past styles as well. Listen to the style right here.
Without the substance, I feel incomplete. Like Taekwondo without the feet. Typing wrong without the lead.
Like, bro, that's so 90s, bro. That's so 90s in that, fam. It's not necessarily 80s more when the flow got a little bit more updated, got a little bit more complex and that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying in that, bro? Like,
substance, I feel incomplete. Like Taekwondo without the feet. Typing wrong without the lead. Michael Corleone without the seat or the streets. EKGs without the beeps. Peeps. Recorded this
like
out in California, but feel like Dallas to a palindrome.
It's like Mo Gilligan as well. You see, this is what I'm talking about, racism. See, any man with a fade in that, bro, you think it's just, you know what I'm saying, a multitude of people.
Recorded this out in California, but feel like Dallas to a palindrome. A salad on my palate, bro. Still eat a cannibal sandwich, though. Mix the poison with the antidote and terrorize the whole talent show. Metal but feel like Dallas to a palindrome.
Because like meat kills you slowly, but he's also got salad in there, which also heals you as well. So you got that juxtaposition of the antidote with
salad on my palate, bro. Still eat a cannibal sandwich, though. Mix the poison with the antidote and terrorize the whole talent show. Metal detector, capture the underground sound. Made a palace out my catacomb. Treat a hood like it's downtown. When I'm down around that favela void, I touch 5 states like Illinois. Hella poised, we've been doing this for a while. Illinois, hella poised, we've been doing this for a while.
Look who it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. Look who it is, man. 'Cause I was wondering, because obviously I saw Kendrick, I saw, was there anyone else that was new school? No, I think Kendrick was the only person that I've seen that's quote unquote new school and that. We got Drake up there as well. You know what I'm saying? He contributed, man. Give the guy his props. He contributed. You get me?
Wow.
Charles Slick Rick. It's funny as well. People were saying, what were people saying in that, bro? Because obviously with the whole UK US thing is going on, and people were saying, nah, the UK guys are just doing it right, bro. Look at Slick Rick. I'm like, yeah, just choose the one person in that, bro. That's been somewhat Americanized, kind of like 21 Savage in that, fam, to where you can't even tell that the guy's from the UK type of thing, because a lot of people don't know that he's actually from here. You know what I mean? Because you tell people, yo, there's a set of Americans that are very biased towards the UK, sounding like, nah, you just gotta do it right. Look at Slick Rick, bro. Big man basically sounds American, bro. But yeah, shout out to Slick Rick though. Hopefully you guys enjoy that one. Shout out to man like Lupe Fiasco and that, fam. And it's crazy how like that's mellow vibes right there. But if you tune in and listen and that, bro, it is a mind effery, bro. Compact and that, fam. Compact, bro. Like literally take like 1,000 sheets of metal and then put it in that machine, bro, that crumples everything and makes it compact and that, bro, and you have it. Like that's what Lupe verses and tracks are, bro. Just compact, bro. Hopefully you guys enjoy that one. It's been your boy Njies, and I'm flipping out of here, man. In a bit, people, blood.